Hey guys, what's up? Alex here. Today is Saturday, September 11th, 2021, and it's around 4:45 p.m. and I'm here at the foot of Bay Street at Queens, Key West, and right behind me is Harbor Square Park and the Jack Layton Ferry Terminal, where the ferries will take you to the Toronto Islands. And this is a very busy place because this is the Waterfront Trail, and it runs right beside the Lake Ontario. And it's a happening place on a Saturday afternoon. And for this video, I'm going to walk Bay Street up north to probably Dundas, at least half of Bay Street. So there's Queens Key West and the Westin Hotel and Conference Center. And there's the entrance to the Queens Quay streetcar station on the 509 and 510 routes. And it was actually called the Harborfront LRT when it opened back up in 1990. But then when the 510 route opened up, it just became integrated with the streetcar system. Yes, it does remind us of an LRT line, but really it's just a streetcar. It's just a streetcar line. Sorry if I kind of messed up there, but the streetcar, both streetcar lines, they turn to the right and run beside Queens Quay West, and then north of the station, they run underneath Bay Street up to Union Station. There's the Scotiabank Arena and the Gardner Expressway, and we've reached Harbor Street. Can I make this? Yeah, great. All right, let me go. It's a nice day here in Ontario's capital, or largest city, whatever you want to call it. Oh man, this place is busy with vehicle traffic. Then there's the CN Tower, at least with the top of it peeking out from behind the buildings on the Southcore District. There's a pub here. And there's a ramp to get into the eastbound lanes of the Gardner Expressway, which hits through the south end of downtown. And what's really cool is that Lakeshore Boulevard coming up runs right underneath the Gardner Expressway. Look at this truck here, Grease Trap Service Inc. And of course, up ahead is Union Station, home of GO Transit rail and bus services that take you to the suburbs, and Via Rail trains that take you across Canada and southern Ontario to Quebec. And of course, they're doing non-stop construction here to improve the area. Because don't forget, people live here too. And the condos just to the west of here. Sorry for those that live in the ice condos though. There's the CIB Square, which has been under construction but looks nearly complete. And that's where the bus terminal is for GO buses. But I think that's on Lakeshore Boulevard East. Or I think there's an entrance here. Huh. Well, there's the bridge connecting between the train station and the bus terminal. This guy's from Quebec. And of course, there's Scotiabank Arena, which opened as Air Canada Centre in 1999, and then it changed names in 2018. It's home of the Toronto Raptors basketball and Toronto Maple Leafs hockey team. Yes, I'm a fan of both teams. I saw a Raptors game here on December 31st, 2019, and I saw a Leafs game here on September 25th, 2019. And my neighbor actually works here. It's owned by Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, and really happy that The Raptors are coming to play here in this very building. And what's more is that all Leafs and Raptors games will have fans inside. But the number of fans inside is unknown. Hopefully full capacity with, of course, proof of vaccination. And we're walking underneath the rail tracks. And you can catch your GO trains here. And Union Station is the busiest transportation hub in Canada, mainly for rail, of course, and sometimes buses. There used to be a bus terminal at Dundas and Bay, but that closed back in July, and the new Union Station bus terminal opened up back in December of 2020. And that's where they serve coach buses like Ontario Northland and Megabus, and formerly Greyhound, which ceased operations a couple months ago. And we're coming up to Front Street. And we're gonna cut through the heart of the financial district, where many people come to work every day almost, even though that hasn't been happening for much of the pandemic, although a slow return is upon us back to the offices. So there's Royal Bank Plaza. All of the towers here are pretty cool. They have a very good design to them. And that clock tower up ahead is Old City Hall. And there's the Royal York Hotel. Whoa, shit, that pigeon scared me. There's a look east. I think that's the Dominion building on the right. I stumble a lot, sorry about that, guys. And there's the CN Tower, all in its glory right there. So yeah, we're on the east side of Bay Street. I think that's a restaurant beside me.
See you guys in a bit?
So Bay Street is there's a polling station around here. So again, like I said, Bay Street is a very major street, north to south. It begins at Davenport Road in Yorkville and ends down at Queens Quay, where I started. And like I said, it cuts through the financial district. It's home to many of Canada's tallest office buildings, like First Canadian Place, Royal Bank Plaza, and many others. There's Brookfield Place, aka BCE Place. And there's Wellington Street. Of course, all of these towers are connected to the underground path, which is the world's largest underground shopping complex. And very typically, when it's really cold outside, the best way to get around, at least this part of Toronto, is underground. And it connects to 6 subway stations. I'm going to do a path video sometime soon, maybe either on a Friday or a Saturday or Sunday, either way. There's a streetcar track here. I think some streetcars used to shorten here when routes existed, like the 502 Downtowner. I think the 503 Kingston. I could be wrong on that. But streetcars rarely do come here. There's a streetcar 1 block north of us. That's King Street West. Yes, I will cover these streets very soon. Oh, wow. What is that? Is that a McLaren? Man, that's a nice supercar. Gotta be a McLaren. And I think a Netflix TV show called Suits was filmed at one of these towers. There's the 19 bay bus that used to be the 6 bay, but due to the Eglinton line to be named Line 5, they had to renumber the bus routes, which I've never been on before. There's Commerce Court West. There's the Bank of Nova Scotia, and of course, one of the biggest staples of the district, the first Canadian place, which opened in 1975. And I wish they had an observation deck up there. Well, I think another tower is going to be getting one very soon. I hope. It'd be really cool if First Canadian Place had one. And there's the TD Twin Towers, and it's 5 p.m. I can hear the bells tolling. So I was wrong. When I started, it was not. It was after 4:45, but here's the center of the financial district here, King Street West. It is loud and kind of stressful if you guys don't like big cities, but I'm very well used to it, being a born and raised Torontonian. There's another historical building here. It looks Bank of Montreal. And most of the office towers here were constructed in the 1970s and actually 1960s and 70s. Some came from the 80s, like the Scotia Plaza at Yonge King. There's Adelaide Street East, and it's a street that goes one way in the eastbound direction, and then that's followed by Richmond, which goes west. And it's not a weekday, and it's quite busy at 5 p.m. And there's the Bay Adelaide Center. Sun is peeking down on us. Yep, it's a Saturday, almost evening time, and the days are getting shorter and darker earlier, because that's because we're basically at the end of summer, and fall will begin on September 22nd, 2 days after the election, which is ramping up. I'm not gonna state my opinion on that because it's huge. I mean, we're free to speak and stuff, but I don't want to get political on this channel. Unless I want to make a rant about something, I have to mention a couple names. Here's Richmond Street. Kind of rush. Crazy guy. Right there. I was gonna cross, but it was coming this way. I stopped recording just in case the guy would come over, but he didn't. He's just standing right there. doing random shit. Man, that's why I don't bring my gimbal anymore. Because you tend to run into some fucking stupid shit. Sorry, Ken, from the Ken Continuum. I know you ran into guys like these, but yeah, that guy is doing some fucking shit. Jesus, Murphy. Can't get a break from crazy people here in Toronto. That's the whole thing. Wow. Always gotta be careful of these characters, especially on the east side of downtown, because the east side of downtown is sketchy as fuck. You know, there's the old city hall, which has been around since 1899. There's the statue honoring the war. And we've reached Nathan Phillips Square, aka City Hall. Queen Street is closed because they're renovating the street as well as the streetcar tracks. And that's why there's 501 buses, which are replacing the route once again. I remember coming back here in July or last month, and they ripped up everything. And there's a famous blue truck which serves poutine and fries. All right, we're gonna cut through Nathan Phillips Square. I would always come here growing up. I came here for a cavalcade of lights, a winter fair, and other stuff. And I even came here just before the closing ceremony of the Pan Am American Games, which was held here in 2015. At least they were like rehearsing and stuff. I was around like 11 years old. And the city of Toronto is trying to preserve this into a museum or something. Here's the famous Toronto sign, which has changed throughout the years in terms of artwork and stuff. I think that art up there is honoring indigenous culture, and the 3D sign always gets lit up for occasional events or local events here in Toronto. And there's new City Hall, which opened in 1966. Of course, you guys should know that's where our mayor John Tory works. And up there is a garden, but that's closed off. Not a lot up there. God, I've been here countless times. Can't even say how many. Just lots. And the Eden Center shopping mall is just around the corner. I'll be going inside after I finish up. And I'm probably gonna finish this video at Yonge Dundas Square, the most famous public areas of all in Toronto, where people come to take pictures and videos. I remember coming here a couple of times for Doors Open Toronto. They have an observation deck at the top of the building. I've been there a couple of times. And I can't say that I have met the mayor of Toronto before. At least John Tory. There's a police SUV. I recorded a video down University Avenue shortly before this one, and I saw a group of police officers riding on their bikes, and two of them waved at me, very friendly. It's because it's the police, you know? And the Trinity Square, and a very old church has been there for like probably a century, is off to the right. It's known to be a labyrinth. Hagerman Street. I remember encountering a protest around here, I think 3 years ago. Look, I'm seeing these everywhere. Block all politicians. Oh man. God, you can't get away from these people. There's the Marriott Hotel. And there's the Ted Rogers School of Management at Ryerson University. And that's actually one of the recent additions to the Eaton Center. Well, it's 15 years old, but there's a Canadian Tire and Best Buy. I have dinner at home, so I'm not gonna really get anything to eat, although I wish. There's many food options here in this area. And don't forget, I came down here like millions of times. My favorite place. Always would come here at least 3 times a month, especially before COVID. But when COVID came in 2020, of course, I had to stay home. Is that an Ontario Northland bus? Whoa. And that's Nova bus right there, blocking my view. Is he gonna come down here though? Yeah, that's an Ontario Northland bus. I wonder where it's coming from though. Probably came from Sudbury or North Bay. Look. Destination heading to the Union Station bus terminal. Ontario Northland serves mainly Northern Ontario, but it also connects to Toronto and Ottawa, at least, because of course Toronto and Ottawa are huge cities or here in Southern Ontario. You know, back in the 2010s, I used to have a friend who's a year older than me. She lives in Sudbury, and I haven't seen her in like 5 years. And she used to take the Ontario Northland bus from Sudbury down to the Yorkdale bus terminal. So I used to go there to greet her and also say goodbye. But life goes on. We're not really friends anymore. But yeah, so if you don't have a car, that's the only way to get to Northern Ontario. Oh man. Walking to a crowd of people. Well, it's very busy here anyway. I'm used to it. So I'm heading to Yonge Dundas Square to end the video. And then I'll just go inside the mall. I think I'm done filming for the day. I even thought of doing a walk along Dundas Street West and then College Street. But I changed my mind. I just wanted to do University and Bay Street. Well, I do have a lot of streets to cover here in downtown, but can't promise you that'll happen because I just started school and I'm gonna have pretty busy. There's the Atrium on Bay, which is an office and retail complex. I walked around there last Friday. Went on a couple elevator rides. There's a Joey Eaton Center. And there's a Japanese furniture store. And welcome to what people say it's the center of the universe, Yonge and Dundas. And always happening and busy intersection. I remember seeing videos of it in 2020 being so empty, but it's been coming back to life for a couple of months. Always very happy to hear, always very happy to see it's so lively and stuff. And of course, there's a lot of buskers and people here doing their thing. Someone's playing drums. Right there. Wow, there's a group of people. Alright, I'm gonna quickly cross this. There's 2 seconds left. There's Yonge Street. Wow. It's a happening place. Whoa. Man. On a Saturday afternoon. Well, it's very typical. So, there you have it, folks. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Let's get a good view of here before I cut this off. And there's the guy playing drums. Right there. There's a police car responding. All right, take care, guys. See y'all on the next one.